What is going on, you crazy animals? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So Sofi, we have to break down Sofi, do an update on the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and if you guys stick till the end of the video, we'll break down some other stocks, maybe the indexes. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and check out the free mailing list down below. I'm sending you guys my top 3 stocks every single Monday for free right to your inbox, guys, down below in the description box. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So Sofi right now is up around 0.25%, and earlier in the day, right around open actually, we almost hit $8 per share, and we were up around 2%. And now I'm noticing on the intraday chart here, we're starting to double bottom. You guys probably see it here if I get the circle tool out. There we go. We're starting to double bottom at $7.70. We hit that point at about 10:30, 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and just about literally 20 minutes ago at about 1:15 on the East Coast, and now we're starting to break out. This is actually a very good sign for Sofi in the short term that it wants to break out heading into close. And of course, by the time you're watching this video, guys, you'll see the price action. I think I'm dropping this video at about 4:15 on the East Coast. So this looks pretty good heading into the end of the day, the latter half of the day here, and we're not fully breaking out yet, but again, we're noticing signs. The double bottom, we're starting to push over the moving averages here on the intraday, and if we take out this trend line right here, which we're still under it, clearly. If we break out of this point, 775, 780, 785, that could set us up for an even bigger move, maybe to the highs from today. And if that point breaks, guys, which is a big resistance, 780, 790, we could finally start going back over $8 per share again. You guys can see here on the 5-day, 5-minute, we have been downtrending slightly for a couple of days here, right? From 845 pretty much to where we are now, 775, 780. But notice we've actually held pretty steady the last couple of days at about $7.70. You guys see that right here. We're holding it today. Again, we're double bottoming there. We held it yesterday. We held it 2 days ago. What's today? Thursday. So that was on Tuesday we held it. So that's a good sign that potentially we're forming a bottom right now. Now, all we have to wait for is the confirmation of a break out of this downtrend for the overall uptrend on the larger time frames to continue, right? So we use the smaller time frames here to kind of get an idea of what's going on in the very short term, what direction's looking like day to day. Then we use that to help us map out where we could be going on the larger time frames, right? So as I pull the layers back a bit on the 20-day chart, you guys can see we're trying to bottom even more. You guys can see that better on this time frame. And notice if I clear the drawing set and maybe draw this trend line out, we're actually holding the highs from it looks like early September here, which we peaked at about what, 770 on the 4th of September. We're holding that point now as support, which is a good sign, very good sign. But again, we have to confirm the pop off this level to 790, $8, maybe even higher, right? So keep your eyes on that 1-hour chart, and most importantly on this 4-hour chart, guys. The 4-hour chart here is very important to watch for. We can see we're pulling down a bit. Like I said, you guys saw that on the 5-day. You can see it on the 4-day chart, or the 4-hour chart, excuse me. We are pulling down, it looks like, to meet the 180 SMA here, which has been support. And I don't see this thing going much lower than that, honestly, being around 740, 750. I think this will act as support in the short term, and it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before we start ripping off of this moving average and starting to push back over 8, higher than $8. hopefully back to 850, past 850, because you guys know, especially if you've been watching my updates here, we do a couple updates per week on SoFi. Make sure to subscribe if you guys have not done so already. I think 50% of you guys watch the videos, but you're not subscribed. So if that's you, we're trying to get the 40,000 subs this year. Make sure to subscribe. But yeah, if you guys have been watching, you know that that's a big level of support. We get buyers there. We could start going 850. Then ultimately, if 850 were to break, that's the big level of resistance here, guys, from a couple days ago, from the end of April as well. If that were to break, we're talking a big move towards $9, maybe $9.15, $9.50 even. That's where we hit. It looks like end of January, early March, end of February, right? So these are big spots on the charts here for SoFi, which I think we'll get to. You guys might hate me in the comments. It is what it is. I'm long and strong here in the stock. I'm holding on. I have patience. It's not like I've been in this stock for 5 years or something. If I was in it for 5 years and it didn't move by now, I might consider selling out. Or I don't even think they've been trading publicly for 5 years. Either way, whatever. But I've only been in it for not even a year. And I'm actually already up $1 per share on my position. I'm looking pretty good right now. I can sell now if I wanted to and make a nice profit. But I'm not. I'm holding on because I think there's more upside here. And yeah, I honestly, this whole year, with the way Noto has been running the business conservatively, you could say it's a disappointment. We're not doing well with the stock, in a bull market. Not the best sign, I guess you could argue. But the fact that things are looking great for 2025, 2026, profitability-wise. Rates are coming down. I think mortgage demand is going to go through the roof, along with student loan demand, personal loan demand. Things are looking pretty decent here, guys. Things are shaping up well, and the stock has been reflecting that, at least the last couple of weeks here, right? We've seemed to have put in a bottom throughout the course of this year, at least in my opinion. And now things are shaping up nicely heading into the new year. It's an election year, by the way. Things have been rocky. You got to take that into account as well. But ultimately, like I said, I think this is a $10, $12, $15 stock at some point, not too far down the line. And I want to hold on for that. And let's say in 2-3 years from now, it hasn't moved yet. All right, maybe I'll cut ties with the stock and I won't talk about it anymore. It is what it is at that point. But for now, I've only been in it for 11 months, 10 months. I'm up on my position. I'm in at a pretty good spot, and I feel like things are starting to get better. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel almost here with SoFi, at least in my opinion. What do you guys think? I'm curious where your head's at on that. Let me know down below in the comment section. And let me show you some other big movers here quickly. We talked about the Chinese stocks earlier in my last video, Micron as well. Make sure to go check that out. Last video from today. But let's see some other ones that are moving. Las Vegas Sands is up 8%, fully breaking out. They do have a lot of China exposure, I believe, right? I forget the percentage of their business exposed to China, but I'm sure that's a big reason why their stock is moving up around 8% today. Las Vegas Sands. CCL is also moving. We actually did talk about this one after it got beaten up to 13, 14 bucks. Now it's recovered up to $19 pretty much, up around 4% here on the day. Looking pretty good for CCL. What else is moving here, guys? AMAT, probably because Micron's moving, right? Applied Materials looks like we're breaking back. It looks like it's breaking back over the moving averages here. Looks like we're testing the highs from, when was that? Middle of August. We hit around 210, 212. That's a big spot of resistance right now. If that breaks, guys, maybe more upside on Applied Materials, AMAT. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe. And guys, don't forget, hold on, let me show you this. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo. Let me show you guys this with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. And if you guys want to check out the Patreon, where I'm breaking down charts all the time, my private portfolio's on there. We're building that out every single week. Full transparency on Patreon. Check that out. Link down below as well. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.